Alright boys, and we're live. Back on Throne of Champions. And back with another game. So here we have CruZer and Latof. A little bit of a odd pairing that these two, I don't know if they face each other in QM, but they probably have. Are the colors correct? They are correct. Good job, me. So bottom right is going to be Latof. Top left is going to be CruZer. So as it stands, I think Latof is currently leading with the most number of games played. Subdean, I literally just got home and I'm so fucking tired right now. I'm very tired. I've been awake for about 29 hours and I just got home. So Latof and CruZer here, top place, or rather number 10? Was this something else? I don't remember. I think CruZer plays 11. And then Latof placed 10. I don't remember. Anyways. Yeah, body block from CruZer from the dog right here. So Latof is going to build around the back. Yes, that works. Doesn't really matter. Because they're going to build a... They're gonna be minus anyway, so Warfare try the back, not really a bad choice. Plus, a lot of people saying that bottom right is at a disadvantage. I'm not too sure why exactly. But anyways, my predictions are open. They are gonna be closed at the start of the second game, so vote up whenever you can. Drones coming in from both players here. Latof again with a signature double drone, but not really a signature, but it's pesky. Annoying double drone! Jesus is going on when 2 minus are on the O patch. But the second one as well, the drone tracking is not really good from Latof. Latof is saying he's been awake for about 27 hours, so that's something we have similar right now. After this will be Tien versus CruZer, so stay tuned for that. Minor count, we got 4, 5, 6 minus for CruZer. Latof is on 6 as well, just about. He is a minor late, couple seconds here, and CruZer still hasn't affected or put a drone into action yet. Latof gonna long distance those gems with his second war. CruZer already onto rhinos, and Latof goes for an extra miner and the drone. Get control that from Latof to pull away, and then Latof makes another drone. So Latof goes about 3 minus from the war factory there. So he is technically a miner ahead now. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8. CruZer's on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But on the back end of that, CruZer does have a good number of rhinos available. So he is probably going to make the first move here. Latof, third war out. This is where Latof can just spam out a bunch of wars. We know he's not great with his economy, or rather he's not the best with his economy. I wouldn't say he's not great, but he's not the best with his economy. Often going radar too early, going behind on wars. And then he finding himself a little bit behind on eco, as we saw on game day number 3. He was just very lacking on eco, but this time he goes a minor extra from the war factory, so it's a minor ahead. He's spamming out those wars. The radar has not come out yet, but he is technically ahead on wars now. So we got 3 wars to 4. So Latof's production will be further ahead. It just matters how much that production will cost or how effective it will be. CruZer looking to do a small lickety split along the top here. Latof already expanding towards mid. And no radar out just yet. So usually Latof's usual playstyle at this point, he wouldn't have 2 sentry guns and 2 Dazzles behind him, waiting to pounce on whoever dares to come nearby the bottom half of the map. But it looks like it's going a different route here. 5th war factory out. So it's currently ahead by a war factory from CruZer. It's already expanded towards mid, and it's already expanded towards the top side and preparing for the split here. Let's see how they deal with it. So top side fodder for CruZer, no fodder for Latof. Latof positioning his dogs there. Is he gonna go in? Seems to be microing and clicking the individual rhinos there. Can he? He's gonna take that fight. CruZer's tank control is all over the place. Latof should be able to win that. He is bringing in reinforcements as well. With the reinforcements, he's gonna push all the way through. And in one clean maneuver there, he pushes away CruZer down the bottom, and the top split is not in action at all. So Latof will be able to pounce a counter attack here down the bottom left of the map, where CruZer has already moved his MCV. Is he gonna use a cliff here like he always does? The tank control is shoddy. While CruZer trying to make a move towards top right there to no avail. Latof reinforcements coming in, taking the high ground advantage. Just like Obi-Wan says, no Anakin, I have the high ground. And he pushes away CruZer down to the bottom left here while he tries to counter on the top right there, CruZer. But the micro from Latof now controlling two groups at once from top right and bottom left. He is going to take that high ground advantage. CruZer coming in, rolling into the conga line. But now the tank numbers are not looking too good. Reinforcements are far behind. Latof looking to make a push down in top right and pushing him away here. CruZer by choosing to take the trade instead. He's gonna go all the way to CruZer's top left while leaving his base guarding with drones. CruZer's army down from the bottom left. He's gonna split towards mid and hopefully go back to his top left where his miners are safe. He's gonna proceed and die for those miners. Well, not die for those miners, but constantly commit to those miners. Meanwhile, back in base, Latof's two miners are getting hit here. He needs the drones to prime the forward war factory when the drones will come in immediately. In fact, those rhinos, Latof selling a war factory here. His eco's not looking too good, but he's doing a lot of damage to CruZer right now. So it is a bit of a trade here. But it seems to be that both players are actually pretty even on this trade here. They both don't have that many rhinos left, but CruZer comes out with elites, but it's unfortunately droned. So is the rest of his rhinos here, and what can Latof do at the back of this? He's gonna keep committing to those miners. And at the back of that, CruZer's own last miner goes down with an elite coming out. None of the rhinos droned. And no rhinos remaining for CruZer down on the bottom right. Forces to sell the MCV. Those drones are his only hope here. Eco 3000. What shall he build with the last remaining eco that he has? Latof is going to pull back here with 1, 2, 3 miners remaining. And in a full minute of action or so, the tides have turned towards Latof. CruZer should sell, or he did remake a miner to keep up his eco. But 1 miner versus 3. And Latof's eco is very much ahead at the moment. Should probably sell 1 or 2 walls here to keep up with the miner, and he actually builds a miner from the war factory instead to keep up with his production, knowing that he does not have an MCV. And CruZer does not have the good rhino count. Oof. Round the back there. Obviously, CruZer not having that many rhinos. Latof does have the time to remake his miners, and Latof's gonna try and move forward and get these miners out of the way. 2 rhinos remaining. 1 of the remaining don't get any damage of. And he's smart to not push in with his elites as well. So Latof clearly ahead, remaking a couple miners there. While CruZer is still sticking with 2 miners here and no rhinos on the field. He's not gonna sell this war here, because he does have 2 miners to 2 wards. And the elite splitting down the bottom left. He needs to be careful that drone one-shots it. And the remaining rhinos will come in and hit, and GG is being called. That's 1-0 to Latof. Second game, let's go. So a little bit of a different play style that we're seeing here from Latof. He's not going behind on miners. He's not behind on wars. He's not behind on his eco. And his eco management is actually a lot better than what he was managing back on day number 3. So let's see what the CruZer can counter this beast of a camel right here. Calling him a camel's not racist. That's what his nickname is. But here we go, Cabins of Siberia. So top left is going to be CruZer, bottom right Latof. The build is pretty normal. Cabins is notoriously known by having a really bad bottom right spot, but I believe personally that it has been fixed or balanced out even more here. So previously on bottom right, you'll be forced to move your MCV. Actually, you can't actually build down in any way or form onto the right side to get this patch of gold here. And there was a little bit of gems here as well, and here I believe, but they've moved it down deep in bottom right, where we have a lot more reachable, a lot more accessibility. And the build here is precisely this. Latof's gonna build this war factory here, a power plant, and then he can build another power or a ref or a war factory down the cliff, so you don't need to move your MCV. And then the problem will move after that is probably to move towards mid, and eventually to the bottom left, and then down here you can place probably a power here, and then you can squeeze a ref right here. But players do often prefer to go for the gems straight away there for some good early eco. Let's see CruZer's drone here. Where's it headed to? 7 depots out immediately, so CruZer is gonna use it on one miner. It's gonna delay a little bit of mining time from Latof. Double drone from Latof. Where is that double drone? One of them does get droned. CruZer does have the eco for it. He will save it. Doesn't look to have a double. Oh, there it is. That's the second one. So double drone in fact, and CruZer goes with another drone after the first one gets countered pretty easily. So is Latof gonna go heavy miners? Is he gonna go one miner extra once again? He's already moving on. Oh, those are miners are automatically moving down there, but he might just place another ref down there. If his timing is right. So he does go another miner here. CruZer immediately going to rhinos. So we got 3, 6 here, 7 for Latof, and we have 4, 5, 6. So CruZer a miner behind once again. So similar to that first game. Let's see whether it pays out here. Obviously CruZer's eco was pretty steady and pretty stable on Arabian Oasis, but that's because the map is generally pretty stable on eco during too early to mid game. But this is where CruZer might excel here. Obviously switching over to drone there. Switching over to Rhino Solar earlier means that he will have a Rhino number advantage. But the downside is that his Rhinos have to travel all the way from top left to bottom right. And Latof's Rhinos will come out immediately there. So that's what we call the defender's advantage there for Latof. So CruZer again being the aggressor, just trying to pounce his way through here. Second drone from Latof goes into the Rhino. And CruZer will have to back off here. I don't think he wants to push. Kind of much he's out tanked. Even with the reinforcements coming in. And CruZer now moving towards the mid with his MCV, planting a ref there. Good play to grab the so called dangerous ore. Where if we would have moved to top mid here and grabbed this patch of ore, he would have saved this for later, which means that Latof will, which means that the mines will be a lot more vulnerable to being in mid here like we're seeing right now. What's up, Neat? So Latof again pushing in forward, just spilling onto the left. Unfortunately, I think he misclicked there. I think he wanted to split off his Rhinos onto the other side of the bridge, but he clicked to the bottom of the bridge instead after moving some speed towards bottom mid here. So look at the micro on the miners here from Latof. Still okay. Probably should move 2 or 3 over to this side, and there comes that radar and a forward ref. Forward rack, sorry, pretty early. CruZer's gonna push in here. That's the racks. That's also gonna be coming out here pretty soon, which is why you don't see Latof with any fodder here. So he's gonna forego the fodder because he's gonna be killed by the Deathos anyway. So war factory count there, we got 3 to 4. So CruZer ahead on war factories, while Latof opts for the radar. Even though Latof is actually out tanking CruZer right now. And this is what I love about Latof's gameplay here. The positioning of the Deathos for an easy, quick getaway. Latof splits onto the left side here. CruZer pulls back the mines except for one. He's lacking that one miner down there, but it's gonna push on the left anyway. That's gonna help him to push away that split. Nothing down on the right channel so far, but Latof has to move his miners on the right here. They are mining the dirt. And then comes Latof on the mid here. It takes out one. The Deso is gonna take care of the Rhinos in mid. It's gonna push them away while he makes a move towards top mid here. CruZer committing all of his Rhinos around the top. He should be moving down here, Latof, and he does. Latof trying to take away a couple Rhinos here, and he backs off. Meanwhile, the damage on the left hand side gets one miner down, and more reinforcements coming in while he tries to hit as many war factories as he can. But lots of Desos down in mid here. CruZer's gonna meet with a lot of radiation. Look at the Rhino smoking. Oh dear God, Latof. maneuvers here and there, although he is getting hit with a lot now. Latof, 2 miners going down there. While the tanks in CruZer's base are not really doing much. Look at the amount of radiation there. All the tanks are smoking, all on red health. So lots of warfare actually going down for Latof. A bit of lag coming through here. And then MCV will be a sacrifice that won't be in vain. And CruZer quitting immediately. GG 2-0. Alright, third game. Let's go. Match point for Latof. It's gonna be on DNC, divide and conquer. Pretty straightforward map. But it all depends on the build here. And where each player decides to build, or where, in which direction. So far Latof has been absolutely dominating. Pushing forward, Deso maneuvers, splitting left, right and center. And CruZer is trying his very best, but currently he is being out-microed by Latof. You saw in that Caverns of Siberia game where Latof split onto the left and then pushed down mid as well, and CruZer was too busy taking out Latof's miners there when Latof was actually hitting his war factories, and CruZer had a good number of rhinos in base. Even though CruZer would have lost that fight anyway with his rhinos in base, it would stand to show that pushing in of your rhinos there might take a couple of Latof's rhinos away. That's gonna buy you more time to build drones, or even buy you more time to macro away. That might even pull away the micro from Latof, so he has to deal with the rhinos instead of attacking the war factory. But when push comes to shove, Latof will absolutely do the deed. And that's what we're seeing here, 2-0. I think that drone there just got killed by CruZer's well-timed sentry gun. That's what the word I'm looking for, sentry gun. So I've got double drone out of Latof here. Is that the third? No, that's CruZer's drone. There you go. Latof tried to pull away the miner to no avail. Hold on. Okay. Tian just messaged me saying okay. He said the letter K in Russian, which just looks like an N. So it looks like Latof is gonna build towards the top left hand side. I wonder if he's gonna go straight for the gems. He's gonna build his next ref right at the back to the right of his MCV. Ouch. CruZer, obviously, there's only one build you can go from if you're bottom left. You're gonna move top and you're gonna move towards this gold pass. But if you're top right, you have the option of spreading all the way towards the left hand side, or just moving down with your MCV. I think Latof is gonna go towards the left here for those gem patch. Does it look like an N or is that a K? I don't remember. Okay, let me close the prediction here, my bad. So close it. End submissions, yeah. Oh, it's 0% to its CruZer. Sorry. Yeah, the letter he sent me is also looks like an N. Looks like the pi number. Symbol. Number? Symbol. So we've got 3 wars and 7 miners here for CruZer. Latof's on 7 as well. But he does have that radar nice and early with 3 wars as well. And he is moving towards top left there. And I believe CruZer tried to split down the bottom right, but did get pushed back by Latof with a drone as well. CruZer bringing in his reinforcements here, trying to push away, but Latof quick to pull back there. And again with another splitter down the left side. Almost taking out a couple of rhinos there, but he reinforces in the middle. But the more important factor here is that Latof is already on his second patch of gems. That's gonna boost his eco with that radar for Danny Desos from this forward racks. I was about to say from a forward racks. From this specific forward racks, that is gonna be producing a ton of Desos here. CruZer opts for his own barracks as well with a radar. And both players not going for any fodder. So let's see who will come out triumphant here in this Deso war. Unfortunately for CruZer, he is going up against the Deso King himself. So that's gonna be hard for him to counter. He's going for a different play style here. He's not being as aggressive. He was aggressive in that first couple minutes here with a push down the right channel, but he's being a little bit more conservative here with the central gun tightly behind. But Latof is gonna make his opportunity well here, pushing down the right channel of the entire split. CruZer stand control, absolutely amazing there. Fortunately, he is letting Latof with a high number of rhinos here push through and have a free reign of his miners here. 2 miners are going down. The third one's about to go down here, but CruZer pushes him away. But that's just are too busy attacking each other. And CruZer stand control there after being complimented for it. It's absolutely horrendous. Going around the MCV there, not a care in the world, while Latof splits off down the left channel and takes a couple miners with him. And those two Deaths are busy attacking each other. CruZer bringing in his Deaths as a reinforcement. The bottom split here is still going strong. And the two Deaths are there, not without a miner going down. And Latof really retreating there with his split down in the mid. While he tried to push in on the left channel here. Didn't really work out too well, but damage has been done. 3 miners are already gone. And immediately CruZer's eco is not doing great. He is getting pushed to the core here. He needs another rev down by that fresh ore patch, but does he have the eco for it? Not too sure. Latof making sure that he's not gonna get any sort of eco. Get miner killed down, but CruZer's called GG. And anyway, excuse me. And that's gonna be 3-0 to Latof. Oh my god.